Okay, we meet again, and this time I'll be explaining on the part 4 of this week 4 lecture. Yeah, so we will continue with the efficient use of text. Now, when we talk about web designing, there are few considerations when it comes to utilizing the text in designing a website. Okay, and these are the few things that you can play with, or you can just add them in your web design, sorry, in your website, in order for you to show that number one, because let's say, okay, let me just explain first what are the things that you can actually use here. Number one, hypertext. I think I have explained before. Hypertext is basically hyperlink. We also have pop-up messages. Sometimes when you design, sorry, when you go to a website, um, once you enter the first page of the website, there will be pop-up messages. Maybe in a form of small messages, like a reminder, or when you move your cursor to certain part, there will be like pop-up messages. So normally pop-up messages will appear automatically. And we also have drop down boxes. Sometimes when you click the drop down icon, you have like a few message or a few words that comes together with it. Yeah, scroll bars, all right, buttons for interaction, and also symbols and icons. Now, having this in your website shows, number one, your ability to come up with varieties of the use of text in a web. But then again, having too many can also it can also it tells me that it is as if you're trying too hard to show to people. So this is the part that you really have to communicate well with your group members on where and what to be used. For example, if you think that it is not necessary for you to have a pop-up messages, then don't have it at all in your website. So coming back to the question, the needs of analysis, the one that I explained before designing a website, you need to come up with a needs of analysis that is to get the right data, the right amount of data or information that is sufficient for you to design a website. What do you need? What kind of website? Sometimes certain websites for certain contents does not require all kind of variations of text use. So this is the part that you have to decide which is important and relevant to your web design. Okay, moving along. Guidelines for choosing fonts. These are a few things, few tips that I can share with you. For small type, do not use decorative fonts because in small size they are unreadable. Use a few typefaces as possible, but you can vary the size and style using italic or bold. Adjust the leading or line spacing where you have a lot of text for easier reading. Vary the size of font according to the importance of the message you are delivering, and use bold or emphasize text to highlight ideas or concept. In large headlines, adjust the spacing between letters, all right, so that the spacing feels right. Use anti-aliasing for big fonts or turn off anti-aliasing for small fonts. Surround headlines with white space, uh, if let's say you still need sometimes the requirement or the request from the owner of the website wanting to have darker color background, and also that you still need to use darker color for font. So highlight or surround headlines with a white space so that it will pop out the text. Distinguish text links with colors and underlining, that will be good. Okay, use drop caps and initial caps. Yeah, so let us look at this. There are two samples here. Interactive multimedia. The first one, this may be appealing to younger children because of the childlike and whimsical look, okay. So maybe kids like this better. Adults on the other hand perhaps they prefer this. Yeah, now let us look at this. This is a sample of using text. um, at one glance, I think I read this as Sasa Lele instead of seal and seal, because we are so used of having flush left, sorry, flush left. That means from left to the right, where we read. sideways, Sasa Lily. Up to a point until I see this word sale 50%, then I know that this is actually one word and this is another one word, sale and sale. So this could also be text use gone wrong, maybe. All right, it can get people to be confused, or maybe the way we read it. Maybe to me this looks so wrong, but to others is they can instantly identify that this is a sale and this is also sale, another sale, like two sales. So this is the part. Decision making is very important in deciding the right way of manipulating text in your website. Yeah. So in conclusion, in order to successfully use text in multimedia presentations, please bear in mind the following guideline: minimal use of text, suitability of typefaces and fonts, choices of text styles, and color of text consistency. So these are the aspects that we will be looking and judging at your web design or at your website, your end product towards the end of the semester. All right. So I guess that is the end of week 4 lecture.